Very excited to be joined on your morning show by the fellows of AJR. Fellas, good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning. Hey.
Hey, first question. How'd you guys meet?
They got it.
Obviously, brothers. But now it got me thinking, though, I mean, you guys have been doing this for a minute. What is, like, maybe the worst question you've been asked where you knew that person interviewing you had no idea what was going on?
Oh, my God. Honestly, that might have been – we've been asked that exact question so many times, and I actually did not know that we were brothers.
Have you really?
Wow. Oh, I was kidding. Oh, I was
like, I think I know you're kidding. I think we've actually been asked, like, so what do your songs sound like? What do you do, honestly? Like, I think
Wow.
who they were interviewing, yeah.
You know, the funny thing is, like, I've been a fan. I remember when I first heard I'm Ready, and I think I saw the video first, and at first, like, when I heard, like, the harmonies, I was like, oh, like, I'm a Beach Boys fan. Pet Sounds my favorite album. Like, whoa, like, this is different. And the funny thing about radio is, like, we get to see, like, artists when they start bubbling. Like, BB Rexa is the one that comes to mind immediately. Like, we all knew BB was going to be big, and it really felt like 2020, like, prior to COVID, like, you guys had the tour ready to go. It had to be a bummer, obviously, right? It was, everything's in line, and obviously, you're still going to be massive, but it felt like everything was lining up until the shutdown, right?
Yeah, I mean, so much of our career has been about our touring. It's definitely been about the songs, but it's really been about building one fan at a time and showing them how kind of unique our show can get. And it's really like that kind of personal artist-to-fan experience that we crave. So, yeah, that was definitely a bummer. But we really thought kind of immediately. We had a meeting with our management when we thought, okay, we're going to have to cancel these two tours. And the first thing that came to our mind was this virtual concert idea. And so we've been working on it for months. And we just announced it. It just went on sale. It's called One Spectacular Night.
Awesome.
It's this virtual concert live stream experience thing. We're trying to do something that we actually couldn't even do on stage. That's so kind of ambitious and like a mix of a Broadway show and a concert and a movie.
Wow.
With like really weird stunts and effects. We're trying to just like blow it up and do something, kind of redefine the definition of a live stream.
That sounds awesome.
And the show is December 26th, onespectacularnight.com. What I do like about you fellas, your Instagram, first of all, your visuals are amazing, but it's cool to see how you guys make the songs. I would imagine, like, lockdown's got to be hard for you guys, because I would imagine if you guys wanted to, you could put out 400 songs in a year. Like, with the technology you guys have, is it hard to, like, stop the urge to keep making new songs instead of focus on, like, 15 or 20 for an album?
That's a great question. I think we've been doing it for so long. So the thing that we've become best at is knowing when we've written a bad song. I think it's definitely like something when we were noobs, we were like, oh, this one is a masterpiece. This one is a masterpiece, and you want to put out everything. And I think with time you start to realize, like, oh, there are actually only, like, there's a reason that albums are like 13 to 15 songs, because you don't want to dilute a story. Like, that's the right amount of time. That hour is the right amount of time to tell the story of what your year was like. And so I think that actually hasn't been too hard to cut down songs.
I know, Riley, you had a question about love songs.
Yeah, I was like, do you guys think that COVID and the pandemic and quarantining is going to change the way that love songs or just songs in general are written? Because it's like people are dating so differently now.
Wow. I think, I'm just say, yeah, I hope so. I feel like that. I feel like it would be actually a really good thing, because love songs, it kind of sucks when you hear kind of the same kind of love song over and over again. So if you can evolve that term, and if this, crazy situation can almost force that evolution, that would actually be a really great thing. I feel like people are urging for like new sounds like that.
Yeah.
Rose, you had a question too about a big celebration.
Yeah, so congratulations on Bang becoming your first #1 iTunes song. That's huge. How did you guys celebrate that?
We're so bad at celebrating things, right? We never invite friends over and do any. What did we do that? We follow, obviously, like so many of our artist friends on Instagram, and they're always like, yeah, popping the champagne for the number, whatever it is. And we're like, oh, wait, should we have to do that? We never do that.
Oh.
It's got to be weird, though. Like, obviously, celebrating the first #1. Were you guys I don't want to say surprise, but did you guys know that was going to be the one? Because I think Weak is one of my favorite songs just because the overall messaging, Bring the House Down, a great song. Back when we had sporting events, was played every sporting event. Why was it Bang, do you think?
We were just talking about this. I think that sometimes you get lucky with the year because it takes us months and months to write a song. So with something like Burn the House Down, I think it really aligned with the year of how everybody was feeling, whether it was politically or whatever. Everybody was really charged and like, we can fight the power. And I think we just that kind of fell into society's lap a little bit. And then with Bang, honestly, something similar. Like we wrote Bang last December, having no idea that 2020 would be the apocalyptic year that it turned out to be. And it just kind of lined up, and it's a very personal song to us, but it also, people found meaning in that this year kind of felt like the end of the world with the pandemic and everything. So now it's funny, we're working on songs that will come out next year, and we're thinking like, oh, what place is the world going to be? Is it going to be in a more positive, hopeful place next year? So we kind of have to think ahead a little bit.
All right, fellas. So, again, December 26th, the show.
Yeah. Yes.
We can get tickets. We can get the virtual tickets where?
OneSpectacularNight.com or AJRbrothers.com.
It's going to be the Experience 2020. Fellas, thank you so much. Have a fantastic show and fantastic holiday.
Thank you.
Again, December 26th is the show. Get your tickets, AJRbrothers.com.